My men stand ready.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal. Relax. Now we wait.
ไอ้หนุ่มเลี้ยงมาวิไม่ท่าทางจะเป็นคนดี
Our favorite vintner. It's not him.
นี่ไงการซุ่มโจมตีแบบสมัยก่อนนะนี่ตั้งกำแพงยาลิวอร์ ยาลิวอร์เนาะ
Together.
Never learn.
วิโอ้ย
Witchcraft! Spells! I will show you your place, Scar. Or my name is not Damien de la Tour.
Is it just
Get down
me,
and
or
John,
did
you-
we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
ไม่มีเหตุผลที่เจ้าจะเชื่อข้าเราทำในสิ่งที่เราต้องทำนั่นคือสิ่งสำคัญมีอ่ะอุ้ยอันนี้ลูกผู้ชายจริง
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True, you are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her
บินจ
grace.
ริงๆฮะ
She awaits nearby.
พูดตรงๆเลยนะแบบสุดยอดเลยนั่งอยู่ที่นี่เขานะต้องมา
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
มาเนี่ยมาคุยกันเพราะๆหน่อย
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
พูดไม่
Once
เพราะ
again, who sent you?
พูดไม่เพราะต้องโดน
Your nun's lover. They call him.
Wait. He doesn't wish to speak. He needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait. to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
ไอเดียดี
Sure can. Fresh out.
ส
In
ดๆแบบ
that
นี้
case, he is all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
ทางพวกนี้จะถูกส่งไปที่ไหน
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
เตรียมตัวเลยฮะ คือมันไม่มีอะไรให้เสียเวลาไงเพราะว่าเรามีของครบอยู่แล้ว เพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยในเรื่องจะเดินไปเรื่อยๆนะฮะหรือไม่ผมก็เอาของไปเก็บมีอยู่2อย่างที่จะหยุดไม่ให้ผมเดินต่อก็คือเอาของไปขายกับเซฟนะฮะ
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
แน่
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
เขาทำก็แล้วเราจะใช้สิ่งนั้น
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely and just as important is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
ไม่ใช่ครั้งแรกหรอกจะได้ข้อมูลอะไรไม่ใช่เจ้าได้ข้อมูลอะไรไม่ใช่ครั้งแรกหรอก
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours, and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
อย่ามายักไหลกูอย่างนี้แกรอแม่งเซ็งกูจะต้องแต่งตัวโอ้ต้องแต่งหล่ออีกเลยเพื่อนเอ้ย
I should
ช่วย
double
ไม่
the
ได้นะ
patrols,
เกิดมาหล่อ
just in case.
เกิดมารูปหล่ออย่างนี้แหละแกรอเกิดมารูปหล่อช่วยไม่ได้นะ
What can I do?
งานมันน่าจะเริ่มตอนเช้าแหละตอนกลางคืนนะแต่ว่าผมจะเริ่มตอนเช้ามองจะได้ง่ายเนี่ย โอเคลุย let's go เราต้องแต่งตัวหล่อๆหน่อยนะแถวนี้มีร้านตัดผมไหมกูอยากจะตัดหนวดกูด้วยกันมันไกลอ่ะมันไกลยังวะใส่เสื้อผ้าให้เดี๋ยวให้มันเหมาะสมส่วนไซส์ก็ไม่น่ามีอะไรนะฮะนอกจากเล่นไพ่ก็อันนี้อะไรอ่ะไปที่จะไม่ฆ่าอะไรอ่ะนี่คืออะไรอ่ะแป๊บนึงนะน่าจะใช้เวลาไม่นานแป๊บนะฮะเพราะมันกลับบ้านเรานะเดี๋ยวแป๊บนึง
Yes, likely drunk and gotten again.
ผมว่าไม่น่าใช้เวลานานนะเราก็แค่แวะบ้านเดียวแล้วชุดนี้มันเราต้องแต่งชุดไปเองหรือว่ายังไงมึงอยู่บ้านกูมึงยังฝูงเองแมวยี่เดี๋ยวกูทำซุปต้องไงป้า
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. You know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
ไปที่เมืองซีเริ่มต้นชีวิตใหม่จะอยู่ที่นี่ได้นะ
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah,
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks. See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And
คนสมัย
you always
เขาน่า
have
จะไป
warm
เกิดใหม่
food awaiting your return.
โอเค คือป้าเขาจะทำอาหารให้เราเนี่ยแต่ว่าผมว่าคนในสมัยป้าแกน่าจะไปเกิดใหม่กันหมดแล้วเนี่ยคนในสมัยป้าแกน่าจะไปเกิดใหม่กันแล้วล่ะมีวางดาบไว้โอเคมันเป็นที่สำหรับวางดาบวางค้อนอะไรพวกนี้เกะกะนักวางแม่งมั่วเลยนะดีพวกอันนี้เอาไว้ใส่ชุดนะเรียกว่าชุดเข้าคู่ไอ้น้องนี่ดับเรียบร้อยโอ้โหบ้านโคตรใหม่ขอบใจมากติ๊กเดี๋ยวผมจะแต่งตัวสักหน่อยนะเพราะว่าเจ๊แกบอกว่าต้องแต่งตัวไปหาแล้วก็เดี๋ยวเราจะเอาของไปด้วยนะฮะเก็บไปส่วนที่เหลือมันเป็นพวกของน้ำหนักดูดิไอ้กูแหลกเลยเก็บขี้ไว้อะไรวะเนี่ยอะไรเต็มไปหมดเลยเนี่ยโอ้ยเอานี่ไปเก็บแล้วก็เอาหัวแมงนี่เก็บเลยของหายมันเต็มกระเป๋าหมดเลยยิบหายเดี๋ยวลืมหมดชุดไปต้องแต่งตัวให้หล่อๆหน่อยกางเกงกูขายหมดแล้วมั้งเนี่ยไอ้เหี้ยมันเต๋วหายวะเดี๋ยวค่อยไปหาเจ๊แกแล้วกันไอ้เหี้ยเสื้อผมหายกางเกงผมหายอ่ะเดี๋ยวเสื้อเกาะกางเกงหายหมดเลยกางเกงหายหมดเลยฮะ เดี๋ยวค่อยไปหาเจ๊แกก็ได้สินสอดอ๋อที่บ้านนี้บ้านผีเลย เดี๋ยวกลับไปเอานะฮะแป๊บเดียวน่าจะใช้เวลาไม่นานแค่ไปเอาแล้วก็ออกมา
The Dutch is small, but
นี่ไงฟาสทาเวลก็มีถ้างั้นก็ฟาสไปฟาสกลับแล้วไม่น่ายากแต่ปัญหาคือผีบ้านนี้เฮี้ยนเลยผีเต็มมันบ้านผีปอบเลยแต่จริงๆมันก็ไม่น่ามีอะไรนะใช้คำว่าน่าจะแล้วกันไม่รู้ว่าเลี้ยงตัวอะไรไว้บ้างนะป้าเขา
I want to look around some.
โอเค
Strange. That's awful pretty. It'll look great in the house.
โอเคเอาไหแรกก็บัวได้เลยแหละอันอื่นนะเอ้าทำไมตรงนี้ก็ล็อกแล้วหม้ออื่นก็ไม่มีไปดีกว่าเนาะได้แล้วฮะถ้าได้ก็หมดธุระกันที่นี่โอเคเดี๋ยวไปหาท่านหญิงก่อนนะเจ๊ไปเจ๊เจ๊ผมไม่มีเสื้อผ้าที่ดีกว่านี้ เจ๊ผมไม่มีเสื้อผ้าที่ดีกว่านี้แล้วกางเกงผมหายอ่ะกางเกงหายได้ไงก็ไม่รู้นะปกติมันมีตลอดเลยกางเกงหายมันทุเรศจริงๆเรามีอยู่9,000นะถ้าซื้อก็งบไม่เกิน1,000นะก็ไม่ต้องใส่คือธนาคารเหล็ก
Welcome to
แลกตังค์หน่อย
I'd like to change some coin.
ได้ไป400
Effort.
โอเคพอดีว่าต้องใช้เงินทุกบาททุกสตางค์หมดไปกับการทำชุดจริงๆถ้าชุดเดียวแล้วผ่านเลยเนี่ยมันก็จะไม่มีปัญหาอย่างนี้แล้วผมจะมีเงินเหลือประมาณ30,000 กว่าไหนก็มาแล้วไอ้เหี้ยไปหยิบเลยอ๋อต้องคุยกับหมอนี่ไอ้คุยหน่อย
Sacre bleu! It's a crime.
อาชญากร
You're from the north. That's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open. Please come in.
I'll
I'm
อ๋อขายได้ไหมเนี่ยทำไมมันขายได้แต่พวกเนี้ยกูอยากขายพวกนี้ออกมาซื้อกางเกงก่อนหน้ากากเรามีเยอะแล้วนะฮะไม่น่ามีปัญหา
Thanks.
ever your servant, sir.
โอ้โหรอเราเอาการ ต้องมาร้านนี้ก่อน เดี๋ยวเราวิ่งลงไปนะฮะมันน่าจะอยู่ใกล้ๆเควสอยู่แล้วก็ไปที่เดียวกันนั่นแหละ
Oh, here he comes, a hero, Geralt's dream.
ต้องคงต้องหาชุดออกงานไปแล้วจริงๆถ้ามีชุดออกงานตั้งแต่แรกก็มีปัญหา
A witcher?
Reginald Aubrey has returned, not to be missed. Buy your ticket.
เลย
Duchessa herself. Well,
Show me where you...
โอเคมากูขายของหนักก่อนเลยแดกแม่งหมดโอเคขายพวกนี้ด้วยก็ได้อ่ะปืนโถชาไปเรียบร้อยอ่ะโอเคตัวโล่ง
So long.
เรียบร้อยโซ่ลองไว้แจ้กันจ้ามาซ่อมของให้กูด้วยก่อนที่เราจะไป
Greetings.
ต้องซ่อมของหน่
I
อย
hope your search goes well. Of course.
ซ่อมของให้อ้วนหน่อยสิโอเคเรียบร้อย
Farewell.
Good luck.
ไปเร็วไปเดินทางต่อฮะไปถึงแล้วเซฟก่อนเข้าเควสทุกครั้งเพื่อความปลอดภัยมาอาซออยู่ไหนเจมาตอนเช้ามืดแน่นอนมาเช้าอยู่ยังไม่มา
Late.
มาสายเชียว
Why does that not surprise me?
โหมาซะมืดเลย กูหลับเนี่ยหลับแล้วเนี่ยลูกพี่กูมายังเนี่ย มายังเนี่ยอยากตัดหนวดก่อนนะมาท่านหญิง
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... Just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
เอาไปก็ใส่หน้ากากกัน
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which drunken aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
A shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellant.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Cintrian.
โอเคเราก็ต้องเที่ยวสิวะมาทั้งทีไม่เที่ยวจะมากันทำไม อะไรอ่ะกินอะไรกัน
Put your own house in order first. Do you fear taking a
ฝั่ง
bath?
นู้นไปฝั่งนู้นมาทั้งทีต้องเที่ยว
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you and modern art?
Yellow. Why ever yellow?
It's obvious.
Good
It
to see you,
represents
Geralt.
transgression in its purest form.
Scarlet, crimson, oxford. Full sensually parted.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
เอาหมดแล้วอ่ะ
Should you tire? Voila! Fin! Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and
กูไม่มีสีอื่นด้วยซ้ำไอ้สัส
defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
และการต่อต้านก็คือมา
Absinthe. The
แอปซีน
preferred hooch
ขอบ
of
คุณพวกศิล
artists.
ปิน
Careful. It packs a pretty powerful punch.
They've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
This is death.
โอ้ยมึน
Your thoughts, as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for
ทำอะไรกันเนี่ย
A metaphor. What else would they think of?
Sure.
If they can't
Good to
agree,
see you, Geralt.
cut the line.
นี่คืออะไรกูทำเนี่ย
How fares your
Greetings, Witcher. She ought to be in one of the alcoves.
เจ๊หลบไป
Good to see you,
เจ๊
Geralt.
เกะกะ
exception?
Greetings, Witcher.
Need I remind you that now that
กิน
Employer swears it.
ไม่จะเอาของกิน
Have you not heard the
กูเป็นคนเห็นแก่แดกเป็นคนเห็นแก่แดก
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
มีเป็นแบบอาหรับราตรีเวทแบบอาหรับนะฮะ
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
โอ้มันสีกโลมานะฮะโอ้โหอย่างนี้มันเซียน
Ah, how beautiful.
ไปเลิกหลงไม่ได้
The
เลยเจ๊
dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
ช่างน่าทึ่งไป
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good
กู
luck.
ติดอยู่กับพวกมึงนี่ไป
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
จุดให้หมดเลยจุดให้หมดเลยหมดเควสแล้วฮะไปหมดการเล่นแล้วเข้าเรื่องเลยดีกว่า
Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism, but pretentious. So much time I spent polishing that blah, blah, blah. Pretentious. I was prepared.
โอ้โหกำลังวาดเลยฮะโอ้โหโอ้โหวาดได้ดี
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Kaviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive
โอ้
portrait.
โหเป็นภาพที่สวยจริง
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Villes.
The gracious lady has heard of me.
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learnt I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition.
ๆวาด
I've
ภาพ
always
เปลือยของ
longed
ท่านหญิง
to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
แน่ๆเจ้าอาจจะมีโอกาสใจเย็นนะท่านหญิงแม่งใจมากภาพเปลือย น่าสนใจ
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But
โอ้โห
why?
มาเป็นลูกเลย
Centurion Noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centurion Noble. Ah, you must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia
ปิดมือ
tossed
หน่อย
the
เฮ้ย
flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here, tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
จ้ะกูผิดเองแหละ กูผิดเองแหละวันนี้ใช่ไหมเซฟก่อนนะเผื่อมันหนี
Such talent. Exceptional true.
เก่งมันนี่กันวันนี้ใช่ไหม
Need I remind you that neither did
เก็บก่อนกูเป็นคนเห็นแกแดก
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life.
หวานซะ
Creakly refuse.
อะไรอ่ะซอ
Empty
แรง
heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
แป๊บนึง กูเป็นคนเห็นแก่แดกนะฮะ หยิบมัน
It of Vistag. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
โอเค เรียบร้อยแล้วนะชึบโอเค มีกลิ่นนะ ตามกลิ่นมาโอ้กลิ่น
Bloody colorful, that's what.
Ignoramus.
อันนี้มันอยู่แถวนี้แหละ ตรงนู้น
Aren't they even? Because the right cuff seems somewhat higher to me.
โอเค ประตูนี้ฮะ
Relax.
เซฟใหญ่แล้วก็เดินเข้าไปเลย
Is a generous patron and a truly
เตรียมเว
wonderful.
ทไฟไว้ก่อนนะ เจ้าเป็นใคร
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
อย่าบอก ใครว่าจะเห็นพวกข้า
I hope
You
we
bald
can
man.
count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
โอเค
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Understood Let's go
Quickly, upstairs.
ครับผม เจ๊ห้องไหนเนี่ย ห้องนี้ใช่ไหมดูเลยฮะกำลังทำอะไรกันอยู่ ชายหญิงโอ้โหกำลังลุยกันเลยฮะเอาชิบหายนะฮะ
That must be Cecilia.
ชิบหายแล้วโดนปาดคอ
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
ใจเย็นท่านหญิง
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
โอเค
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
ทำไมท่านหญิงมันไม่ค่อยฟังอะไรกูเลยถ้ามึงมาโดนเชือดตายห่าเนี่ยกูรับผิดชอบไม่ไหวมาเช็คของก่อนนะเช็คทุกอย่างก่อนศพมันต้องเช็คอยู่แล้วเช็คของก่อนเลยไปเช็คศพก่อนนะหลังจากสังหารนางแล้วเขาก็ออกไปยังระเบียงโอเคออกไปที่ระเบียง
Door and the door.
ตอนนี้เปื้อนเลือดของฆาตกร
Must be pretty strong too.
ตรงนี้ใช่ไหม
Broke the flower pot when moving the door.
เหยียบกระถางดอกไม้
Footprints made by soiled boots. Must have climbed this
ไป
ladder.
ทางนี้กลายเป็นเกมสืบสวนสอบสวนแล้วตอนนี้ใช้เวทนี้ดีกว่ากินอาหารก่อนเลย
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
อาจจะอยู่ที่ไหนก็ได้นะฮะโอเค
Smashed mirror.
จกแตก
Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor.
เช็คทุกอย่างรอยเลือด
Links of a
ส
snapped
ร้อยคอ
chain. Jewel must have been on it.
เครื่องประดับโอเค
Jewelry box.
กล่องใส่
Box busted.
ประดับ
Picked open probably.
ถูกแงะ
Blood stains.
รอยเลือด
Empty inkwell.
วัดมือ
Knocked over, turned toward the room. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Hunting
มี
knife.
ดล่าสัตว์
Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Canvas is cut.
ภาพถูกตัดขาด
Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
โอเคทางโน้น
Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
เราต้องโดดปะตามมันไปไหมเนี่ยอย่าเพิ่งโดดตามนะออกรอไปที่ประตู
Locked. No key in sight.
เช็คภาพรวมก่อนโอ้
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint
มี
on it.
ค่ารอยนิ้วมือ
Thief came for
โอ้ย
this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace.
มันลงไปทางนี้
Seems
เหรอ
there was a struggle.
เมื่อกี้กะจะโดดลงไปเลยนะถ้าไม่ตัดคัดซีนี่กูจะโดดลงไปเลยนะ
Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
อุ๊ยเจ้าเป็นใคร
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything in full detail.
โอ้โหรูปปั้นดีซะด้วย
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying
ผู้ห
to
ญิงเมือง
rob
นี้
you
เขา
when
ดุ
you walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
ก็ฝนก็ตกแล้วก็คุยกันท่ามกลางสายฝนไง
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
ชิบหายแล้ว
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
โอเค ก็คือท่านหญิงไม่ค่อยรู้สึกไม่กังวลเกี่ยวกับโอเลอาน่านะฮะออกแนวไม่ไว้ใจโอเค
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
ผู้หญิงเมืองนี้มันเถื่อน
Siana might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right. What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at Sometimes I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
ยาก โอ้โห นายต้องไม่เป็นอันตรายใดๆมึงขอยากเนี่ยจะไปเป็นได้ไงอ่ะ คือพี่ของแอนนานี่คือเกิดในช่วงแบ็กซันนะแบ็กซันนี่คือในโลกวิเชอร์เขาเชื่อว่าถ้าเกิดมาในวันที่เกิดสุริยุปราคาเนี่ยจะกลายเป็นเด็กต้องสาปนะสามารถไปดูได้ในช่องข้อมูลวิเชอร์แล้วก็ในซีรีส์ซีซั่น1นะฮะตอนที่1แม่งแกรอล่อทั้งหมู่บ้านนะอันนั้นแหละเดี๋ยวค่าสัญญาไม่ได้หรอกนะให้ทำตามที่ท่านต้องการโอ้ยากเลยแล้ว
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her, sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis!
Oh,
what
Regis.
a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
ชิบหายแล้ว
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined
ใจเย็นนะลูกพี่
resources to the witch's hunt.
Ah, yes.
ผมใส่เสื้อผ้าไหมมา
But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
ทั้งหมดเป็นเรื่องจริงเจ้าประหลาดใจละ
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect.
โอ้
Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. What might a monster wish to apologize to a witch?
โอ้ตึงเครียด
Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
มันไม่มีข้ออ้างในการฆ่าก็เหมือนกับมนุษย์นะ
Same as humans.
โอ้ยตึงเครียดแล้วเกิน
Them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trait for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. When I help Regis, know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
ไอ้เหี้ยโคตรกดดันเลยแต่ไอ้เหี้ยมันนั่งตรงข้ามเราเลยแบบมองหน้ากันเลยไม่เลือกที่
An
อยู่ไหน
exceptional conversation, don't you think?
Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you are gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
เฮียแบบกูเครียดเหลือเกินเดี๋ยวกูก็ต้องวนกลับไป
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Mm-hmm. Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
แต่งสกิลแต่กูเครียดเหลือเกิน
Splendidly, Detloff.
อยู่ตรงนั้นเลย
You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what
ไม่กระซัวกันเลยล่ะ
choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
ครับผมกูออกจากตรงนี้ทีกูกลัวไอ้เหี้ยนี้เหลือเกิน แม่งกระซวกกูเนี่ยกูเละตรงนั้นเลยนี่
You have exceptional friends. This Detloff, an intriguing man to say the least.
ไอ้เหี้ยโอ้
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
อาเจเขามองคนออกเลยนะขนาดเป็นแวมไพร์แม่งยังมองออกเลยเจ๊แม่งโหดสัตว์
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix' mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
โอเคฮะภารกิจกลางคืนอีกแล้วมืดทั้งคลิปเลยเวนกูสว่างแป๊บเดียวตอนที่กูเล่นอิสระเท่านั้นแหละที่เหลือก็มืดตื้อให้พี่เปลี่ยนชุดด้วยให้พี่เปลี่ยนชุดด้วยโอ้โหมันเป็นไงจ๊ะแม่สาวเชื่อไหมแม่งไม่ใช่คนโอเคฮะไปลุยกันต่อเถอะเราต้องไปที่นู่นชิมิตรงนี้ไม่เคยมานะ ถวนี้ไม่เคยมาฮะเส้นตรงนี้ผมไม่เคยมา เส้นนี้เคยผ่านอยู่ แต่ตรงนี้ไม่เคยลงมาโอเคดังนั้นเรามานี่แล้วก็เดี๋ยวเราฟาสต์ทราเวลมานี่แล้วกันนะฮะแล้วก็เดี๋ยวขี่ม้าไปน่าจะง่ายกว่าเพราะว่าถ้าเราเดินไปดิบๆเนี่ยมันน่าจะติดโอเคไปลุยต่อฮะในเรื่องเน้นไอ้เหี้ยตอนที่มันเอาไอ้เดดลาฟมาคุยกับเราอะไอ้เหี้ยมันโคตรกดดันไอ้เหี้ยแม่งอยู่ตรงข้ามเราเลยนะไอ้ห่ามึงนี่สุดเมื่อเริ่มการต่อสู้พลังโจมตีดาบและเวทมนต์ของคุณจะรุนแรงเพิ่มขึ้นนะในอัตรา 30% ต่อศัตรูแต่ละตัวหลังจากตัวแรกและหลังจากต่อสู้กับศัตรู11ตัวจะได้รับโบนัส 300% หลังจากคุณสูญเสียพลังโจมตีจะลดลง 10% โอ้เย็ดแค่ต่อสู้กับศัตรูที่เข้ามาจากตัวแรกอะไรวะเนี่ยกูไม่เข้าใจวะแต่คืออันเนี้ยผมไม่สนใจไงผมสนใจอันนี้มากกว่าเนี่ยเมื่อเลือดเหลือ0เนี่ยเราจะเป็นอมตะและฟื้นคืนเลือดอัตโนมัติในอัตรา 100% ของเลือดเนี่ยอันเนี้ยผมอยากได้อันนี้ส่วนอันอื่นนะผมไม่ค่อยอยากได้เท่าไหร่นะผมอยากได้อันนี้มากกว่าโอเคเดี๋ยวขอโอ้ว่าจะผสมสกิลเฮียมันใช้5เลยแล้วโอเคงั้นก็ยังไม่ต้องผสมแล้วกันงั้นก็ยังไม่ต้องผสมตอนแรกว่าจะผสมแล้วนะผมว่าคงไม่ต้องแล้วล่ะนี่ช่วยอะไรกูเนี่ยเดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงความเสียหายหน้าไม้เมื่อเปิดติดสถานะที่เข้ากับศัตรูจะเปิดใช้งานยาต้มแบบสุ่มเป็นเวลา120 ปีโดยไม่ส่งผลต่อความเป็นพิษโอเคอันนี้ต้องปลดล็อกอีก2 อันนะฮะถ้าผมปลดล็อกอีก2 อันผมจะได้ช่องอันนี้ฟรีมาอีกช่องหนึ่งนะจะทำให้ผมใส่ของได้เยอะขึ้นเอาใส่ได้ไหมใส่ไม่ได้เลยเดี๋ยวแป๊บหนึ่งนะฮะถ้างั้นเราอัปเกรดอันนี้หน่อยแล้วกันโอเคมาลุยต่อฮะ let's go น้ำหนักยังดีอยู่นะฮะเพราะว่าเมื่อกี้เราเพิ่งไปลดน้ำหนักมาไม่น่ามีปัญหาอะไรเดี๋ยวเราเก็บอีกแต้มหนึ่งแล้วผมจะปลดล็อกอีกช่องหนึ่งนะโรสที่ไหนลูกมาเราจะไปที่นู่นในเวลาเที่ยงคืนนะฮะจะได้มีเวลาเซฟแล้วก็นั่งเที่ยงคืนแล้วก็ลุยเลยนะฉันรู้สึกว่าฉันเตรียมน้ำมันแวมไพร์ไว้ก่อนฉันรู้สึกว่าฉันจะได้ใช้เร็วๆนี้ไอ้ได้ล้ามันเป็นคนดีนะฮะคุณใกล้ถึงจุดสุดท้ายของเนื้อเรื่องแล้วหลังจากนี้จะไม่สามารถรับเควสสำรองได้สักพักแนะนำให้บันทึกเกมก่อนเริ่มเล่นโอเคครับผมบันทึกให้กูเลยแล้วขอบคุณครับ
Come on
ได้ล้ามันเป็นคนดีฮะแต่ว่าตามเหลี่ยมมันไม่ทันใช่ไหมตรงนี้ไม่เคยมา
No guardsman yet
ไม่มีทหารไม่มีอะไรเลยเป็นคนดีแต่ว่าตามเหลี่ยมมนุษย์ไม่ทันนะฮะเป็นแวมไพร์ซื่อๆเป็นแวมไพร์ซื่อๆถ้างั้นระหว่างที่รอก็เดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงอ๋อไอตรงนี้ที่มันเป็นจุดฆาตกรรมนะฮะจุดฆาตกรรมแรกไปสั่งซื้อแป้งโอเคลุยกันเลย let's going on อันนี้คือเควสสุดท้ายแล้วฮะเที่ยงคืนจ้ะก็คงไม่ต้องเตรียมตัวอะไรมากเลยนะฮะถ้าไม่นับน้ำยาเพราะว่าดาบเราก็ถือว่าสุดขีดแล้วผมไม่รู้จะเตรียมอะไรนะ
So eager are you? The mill then. We shall discuss the assault inside.
เตรียมตัวเลยฮะ
See, you already prepared a plan. Walk me through it.
We have two objectives. To find Her Illustrious Highness's sister and capture the man who blackmailed the vampire. Duntine is a modest complex. Several old buildings, a high wall around them. At the center of the enclosure stands an imposing keep, restored not long past by the elderly knight of the castle, Roderick. We mean to strike here, through the main gate, then secure the area in front of the keep by storm.
How many men defend Duntine, you know?
Roderick maintains a team of knights for defense. They are no army, but they could number several
2
dozen.
โหล
Also, Roderick recently took in a band of foreign mercenaries. About them we know very little.
Need to hit them from both sides. You draw the defenders, keep them busy. I'll sneak in the back way, find the women, make sure they come to no harm. I'll vault over the wall as soon as you start your assault.
Your plan puts you at great risk, but I sense you will handle it well. Let us go.
Let's go เราไม่มีอะไรต้องกลัวนะเพราะว่าของเราซ่อมเรียบร้อยแล้วก็ยังไม่ได้ใช้นะฮะถ้าไม่นับว่าเอาดาบไปถูนะฮะก็ไม่น่ามีปัญหาอะไรมาเลยเด็กๆย้ายนี่เป็นไงมีออร่าสีดำไงมาร้ายมาตัวนี้มันร้ายแรงไงโอเคก็คือไอ้พวกอัศวินจะเข้าประตูหน้านะฮะเราจะเข้าประตูหลังซึ่งมันจะทำให้เราโดนล้อมจากทุกทิศทางเราไหวอยู่แล้วมั้งก็น่าจะเป็นรีจิสนะมาดูเราหรือไม่ก็รับเริ่มแล้วสินะ
Quick! We grab Roderick's horses and we bolt.
We won't vault far if the boys out front don't hold.
Not so fast. Little change of plans.
Come. Ôi, nhông à.
What is this? He killed! You go and fell him! Grab him!
What? Lost your nerve? Roderick sent them to get the horses. He's looking to flee. Can't let him.
Okay ฮะเอาของมาเอาของมาเซฟไม่ได้ด้วยไม่มันไม่ยอมให้ผมเซฟแล้วฮะ
I see no ducals along the road.
They must not be guarding it.
Roderick was right. We can't flee. Bloody bots! What was that?
Those crates on the wagon. Hurry with those crates.
Trying to escape.
But be careful if you drop any. Someone's here.
They breached the back
wall. I shall show you, rogue.
What now, you piece of filth?
Mercy! Mercy! I did no wrong.
Nah, kept the wrong damn company. Centrion's men, where are they?
I knew. Shouldn't have let them under my roof.
Where's the hostage, the woman?
What? What do you mean? I know nothing about a hostage. Must be the handiwork of my guests.
Where are they now?
In the keep, ready in their escape.
There's someone with them? Woman named Sienna?
Of course. She convinced me to let them in.
And a whole pile of trouble along with them. Where is she?
Packing. We were to leave together. An old fool. I'd have done anything for her.
Where is she? In the keep too?
Yes. Her chamber is in the tower. The top floor. What will become of me?
ในชีวิตของข้าช่วยกันได้
Here, press it against the wound. Should staunch the bleeding.
I thank you.
โอเคฮะของร้อยนี่ยอมมันดูเซฟจริงๆว่ะ
What is happening?
เอาอะไรกัน
This one. Kill the shit like
โอ้
that.
โหตัวมันโตไอเด็กคนนี้ตัวมันโต
You will die, you little strunza.
ไอเด็กคนนี้ตัวมันโตโอ้แม่งมันปันเราโคตรโหดเลยโอ้เด็กคนนี้ตัวมันโตจริงๆอะไอ้ยังไม่มาตัวโตเลยมึงงี้เด็กกี้เดี๋ยวใหม่สงสัยต้องอัดดูโบหน่อยไอ้ยี่มาถึงปุ๊บแม่งตัวโตเลยมึง
What is happening? They're at the gate. How many? They're too
ติ
many.
ดที่
This one. Kill the shit like that.
Time to end this.
I will tear you to shreds. You will die, you little strunza. Got him. One up. We did it. Someone found it.
พวกหมาชั่วพวกหมาร้ายกัดเราไอ้หมาร้ายตัวนี้
Whoever kills the most payment. Where's one? They're all out.
What now? Piece of filth. Giving you one last chance. Yield.
The damned harlot got us into this. Kill him! Attack!
ชิบหายแล้ว
Ugh.
ใจเย็นๆหนุ่มๆมาเป็นบอยแบนด์อะไรยี่
Need to get into the keep. They shall pay for everything.
โอ้
Monsters! Leggy! Turn back, coward! We'll be slaughtered!
โหสบายเลยกูไม่ได้ทำอะไรเลยกูวิ่งมันจ้วงทีเดียวเลยฮะโอ้โหมีดกูไม่คมเลยโอ้นี่มันเรื่องอะไรกันนี่มีดไม่คมโอ้โหดูมันโกงไงเนี่ยโอ้มีไม่คมเลยกูแสดงว่าตอนที่มันชุบสู้นี่ก็คือมันออกมือให้เรา
Expecting to see you two here.
We thought you could use our help, so...
Witcher, this is no time to explain. Where is Renna?
Expect to answer a lot of questions inside.
Let us go then.
Let's go เดี๋ยวไปกันเลยช่วยเจ้าหญิงจากหอคอยฮะโอ้ยแต่เป็นเวอร์ชันแวมไพร์ไงโอ้โหทีเดียวเลยฮะโอ้ยต้องเก็บทรงหน่อยเก็บทรง
Renna.
Renna.
Are you hurt? If any of them.
You know me. I'd never let them hurt me. I just waited for you to come.
I didn't know where to look. They threatened to kill you. Forgive me. I failed you.
ชิบหายแล้วจะสมัยได้ถึงความชิบหาย
Now we need only find Anna Henrietta's sister. Where should we look? Do you know?
Ran into Roderick, Duntine's lord. Told me where I'd find Sienna.
Then speak and let's grab her. Time is short.
Said she was in a room in the tower. Very one we're in right now. Which, incidentally, looks nothing like a prison cell. And just so happens there's a carafe full of wine here. Bet it's stolen sans real.
What's your point?
ใจเย็นๆเดี๋ยวพี่ขอไปเซฟกันนะน้องไปฉี่กันนะมาต่อแป๊บนึงเนี่ยเจ้าโกหกเดนลาฟหลอกใช้เขาสารภาพมาเถอะ
Giving you one chance to tell us everything yourself.
I've nothing to tell.
Witcher, what is this?
Sorry, Dettlaff. You've been had.
My friend, please. You must listen to what Geralt has to say.
ชี้ผายเกินเรื่องยากเหลือเกิน โอ้ยการลักพาตัวไปแค่ละครตบตาเท่านั้นเซยีน่าและเลียน่าพวกเขาเป็นคนเดียวกันโอ้กูจะตอบอันไหนดีอันไหนแม่งก็เหมือนกันอันนี้เลยกัน
Never was any abduction. She faked it to be able to control you. manipulate you.
You lie. He seeks to turn us against each other.
Let him speak.
Blackmailers? Pure fiction. She planned everything. You killed all those men at her behest.
That is impossible.
Sorry, Dettlaff. She used you. Part of her plan.
โอ้โหค่อยๆคุยกันนะค่อยๆคุยกันนะโอ้ยแล้วกูไปรับปากท่านหญิงมาเลยเนี่ยแม่งใจเย็นๆนะโอ้โห
You will come to Teshamutna and explain all. If you do not, I will raze Beauclair to the ground. This I promise you. You've 3 days. I shall be waiting.
He just fly off?
He did not wish to act rashly. He's gone to soothe his nerves.
Think he'll do it? Make good on his threat?
I cannot say. He can be unpredictable when fury consumes him.
I shall go to him.
Come again? After what he just...
You don't know Dettlaff like I do. If I don't do as he says, he truly will destroy the city. He's more than capable of it.
รู้สึกผิดแล้วล่ะไม่ได้คาดหวังให้เป็นแบบนี้
Conscience gets to you now?
Better late than never, right?
Well, it truly does seem the best option.
Your Grace, we must proceed with caution. Guardsmen saw vampires here. They could still be about.
Vampires or no vampires, my sister is here. Find her.
Your Grace, that...
Sienna, it's true. It's you. Sister, dear, what have you gotten yourself into?
So concerned, I'm surprised. Is there an ounce of truth to it?
You feel resentment. I understand. But I promise we shall work through all the unfortunate matters of the past. We will discuss them later. Captain, escort Sienna to the palace. I shall meet with her as soon as we return.
As you wish, Your Grace.
And you, Witcher. You have my thanks. I cannot believe my sister was so near the whole time. Roderick of Duntine shall answer for treason and blackmail.
Ah. ผลตอบแทนของการเป็นไอ้โง่
Roderick got duped and used, just like the vampire.
Apropos, were you able to establish who kidnapped his beloved?
We've discovered Sienna blackmailed the vampire, ordered him to kill those men.
What? What nonsense is this?
She is his missing lover. Staged her own abduction to force him to do her bidding.
He was a tool. Whole scheme was Sienna's. She was behind it.
You're mistaken. You must be. This cannot be true.
Your Grace, I know this vampire.
What? You know him? Who is he?
Dettlaff.
The same who so recently sat at my table and told me of Nazaire. Is there anything else you've neglected to mention? A dragon living beneath Mount Gorgon, perhaps? Is anyone else here a vampire?
โอ้จะยิงไปยิงเย็นอันยิง
Where is he now?
Waiting for Sienna. If she doesn't show up to meet him by an appointed time, he'll destroy Beauclair.
He dares threaten us?
Your Grace, we have 3 days to bring him Siana and...
Not a word. You have 3 days to bring me his head. No more secrets. No more helping vampires. I want what I'm paying for. The head of the beast.
เหี้ยแล้วกูมึงเข้าใจอะไรยากวะเข้าใจอะไรยากวะคนเมืองนี้เขาเข้าใจอะไรยากเนาะ
Do you think Her Grace's nerves have been calmed?
Doubt it. Rarely forgets, rarely retracts what she says, especially not threats.
Yes, well, even I must admit Dettlaff's actions were highly inappropriate. Reprehensible, even. Are you upset?
Why would I be?
Let's see. You're returning from your hunt empty-handed, no trophy, no new lead to boast of, then pursue.
เอางี้ไม่เป็นแบบพอเข้าใจกันเรื่องนี้มันเกิดขึ้นกับใครข้างใน
What can I say? It happens at times. Especially likely to when the monster I'm chasing can turn into fog.
How do your employers customarily react when you fail to meet their expectations?
Depends. Peasants cuss me out. Merchants demand I refund their deposit, whereas nobles mostly just release their hounds.
And rulers?
Usually threaten me with the gallows.
Her most illustrious grace awaits the gentleman.
Grace, the population demands she be punished. Siana's committed terrible crimes. Spilt so much blood.
Another word, Palmerin, and I shall spill even more blood. Yours. I repeat for the last time. Siana is responsible for the death of many, true. But she is also my sister. We are bound by blood and by a shared childhood. I shall not allow her to be lynched.
Your Grace, I fear the masses might rise. Storm the prison, pitchforks and torches in hand.
Let them storm. They will not find her there. Siana is hidden away in a safe place. She shall await trial there until we have rid ourselves of this accursed vampire. Which, to judge by your means, has not yet come to pass.
Did what we could, but...
My patience is at an end, Geralt. Where is he? Where is Dettlaff?
ไม่รู้กำลังสืบอยู่กำลังสืบอยู่
We're working to find that out, Your Grace.
Do you take me for a fool?
Wouldn't dare.
I care not one whit what you have worked on, are working on, or shall work on. I'm interested in results, which thus far
จะไปหายังไงอ่ะมันบินหนี
At times I hunt foxes. Do you know how it works? The ducal huntsman releases the hounds. They catch the fox's scent, chase the animal down, and lead the battue to it. All within an hour. You, Witcher, have had a week. The aid of my most excellent knights. Yet, you have tracked absolutely nothing down. I've begun to suspect my beagles might have done a better job.
ทมถุยจริงนะคุณทมถุยเก่งจริงๆมึงรอให้กูไปหาตัวที่บินได้เนี่ยโอ้บินไม่ได้ไม่พอไม่เป็นควันด้วยกูจะไปหายังไงเนี่ยชาก็เร็วถ้างั้นทำไมท่านไม่ส่งหมาเบเกิลของท่านไปทางอะไรไปพายกับการล่าจิ้งจอกในความเป็นจริงแล้วมันคนละเรื่องกันเลยนะ ต้องตอบวันไหนอ่ะ อันนี้แล้วกันโอ้ไม่รู้จะตอบไงแล้วอ่ะคิดไม่ออกอ่ะมาแล้ว
We'll catch him, Your Grace, sooner or later.
I should hope so, Witcher. For the sake of all Beauclair and yours. But to the matter at hand. Have you managed to establish anything?
Your Grace, It seems Siana tricked Detlaf, used him to murder the knights who escorted her into exile. We have reason to believe that...
Your Grace! Vampires!
What? Speak now!
Vampires! They protect the city! Captain de la Tour defends the square near the boat landing, but so many lives lost.
Damn it.
เอ๊ะ โอ้ชิปหายกูเยอะขนาดนี้ไม่ไหว
If it's war this Detlaf wants, it's war he shall have. Geralt, get to work. This time I'll hear no excuses. Palmer and you...
Get her out of here.
มัวแต่สั่งอ่ะจ้อแล้วทำไมกูต้องสู้กับตัวนี้ว้าเข้าโอ้ยโอ้ยโอ้ยโอ้ยโอ้ยโอ้ยโอ้ยโอ้ยอย่าหันหลังนะ
Time to end this.
แล้วมึงจะเข้ามากันทำไมเนี่ยฟันโดนหลังนะฮะชุดผมนี่ถ้าฟันเข้าข้างหลังดาเมจเพิ่มขึ้นอีก
Siana failed to appear as summoned. And there. Detlaf was not making idle threats.
Seems not. Need to make some serious plans of our own now. It's gone too far, damn it. Regis, you mentioned there was a way to draw Detlaf out. A way you've avoided resorting to so far because you thought it was too dangerous.
Is that how I put it? Do forgive me that I've misled you terribly. The word dangerous is simply a scandalous understatement in this case.
Regis, another inner monologue growing out of a personal dilemma. Just tell me how to flush Detlaf out, force him to meet, please.
In due course. But first, Geralt, I'd like you to consider the alternative. After all, you could fulfill Detlaf's demand and liberate his beloved Siana.
Think Detlaf still believes Siana's innocent?
I believe he suspects something. He must. And he seeks to understand what happened.
And for that, he's declared war on the entire duchy?
What can I say? Moderation was never his strong suit.
Really want to free Siana? Hand her over to Detlaf? Refuse to accept you consider that wise.
It's hard to believe, I know. But Detlaf is not actually evil, merely impulsive. He needs but meet with her, speak with her, and he will spare the city.
So say I agree to this, 'cause I might. Still no chance Anna Henrietta will.
I do not recall ever suggesting we ask her permission.
Got serious reservations about this plan. Not least among them, we have no idea where Siana's being held. You heard the Duchess. She's not at the prison.
Hardly a reservation. More of an excuse. I'm certain you'll find her. You must merely decide you wish to.
Could ask Damien. That just treats him like a lapdog, keeps him close most times. He might know something more.
There, you see? I knew you'd think of something. Bravo.
The meeting. What if it's nothing like you say? What if it goes sour, ends in a fight? Willing to guarantee Siana won't get hurt?
It seems unlikely in the extreme.
Didn't ask for a lecture on probability. Need a simple answer. Yes or no.
I vow that not a hair on her head shall come to any harm. I trust I've dispelled your doubts, then.
Not so fast. We're not done talking. How would I go about luring Dettlaff out of hiding if I wanted to? With the blood of a virgin?
You see, somewhere nearby lives an unusual denizen, one of the unseen, ancient and powerful vampires, among the oldest and strongest.
And?
Toussaint is this unseen elder's territory. All vampires owe him fealty while they are here. He need but say the word, designate a time and place, and Dettlaff will be forced to appear.
So this unseen elder, how do we convince him to summon Dettlaff?
We must find him first. The elder does not see arrivals unless he absolutely must. But locals, Oriana, for instance, you know, she too is
Yeah, figured it out. All right, let's say she gets me in to see the unseen elder. What then?
I don't know. You'll have to improvise, I suppose.
So I'm basically stuck. Either gotta give in to a blackmailer, or fight him.
You know what I would opt for. Should we free Siana and arrange for her to meet with Dettlaff, there's a good chance we'll all survive this ordeal. Dettlaff included.
Regis, don't mean to put you on the spot, but I gotta know. Say I do decide to fight Dettlaff. Who'll you stand with?
Should you decide your sword is the sole solution, I shall not stand in your way.
Appreciate it.
Certainly hope so. Now, please tell me, what is it you intend to do?
ใครคิดจะไปปล่อยเซเลน่าไปคุยกับเมกันแท้ไม่รู้สิขอเวลาคิดหน่อยมันไม่มีเวลาแล้วแกรออยู่คิดเหี้ยอะไรอันนี้
Crazy as the plan seems, I'll do it. I'll ask Damien about Siana.
You won't make me beg. I knew you wouldn't.
Slow down. Not promising a thing. Just want to get a feel for the situation to start with. Coming with?
Of course. Many hands make light work.
เอาละคือมันมีอยู่ประมาณ2วิธีเนี่ย2วิธีนี้ก็คือวิธีแรกเราก็ไปหาซีโยนาแล้วก็ปล่อยซีโยนานะฮะให้ไปหาเดฟลาไปคุยกันวิธีที่2คือไปหาอันซีนเอลเดอร์ก็คือแวมไพร์โบราณซึ่งมันอันตรายมากนะฮะก็คือถ้าเกิดแบบพูดไม่รู้เรื่องนี่คือท่านตบเลยท่านตบเราเลยเนี่ยเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยต้องคิดให้ดีๆนะคือถ้าถามเรจิน่านะว่าจะหาผู้เฒ่าเร้นลับได้ที่ไหนอันนี้เดี๋ยวค่อยว่ากันนะโอเคเดี๋ยวผมขอเอาเข้าใหม่แป๊บนึงนะภาพเละนะแป๊บเดี๋ยวกลับมาท่านตบเราหัวหลุดเลยเนี่ยผู้ยี่อะไรเด็กขี้มันเก่ามากนะมันเก่ากว่าลีจิสหน่อยนึงนะมันเก่ากว่าลีจิสอีกLet's go 1,270 ก็1,280โอ้ต้องรออาทิตย์หน้าใช่ไหมถ้างั้นเราซื้อ5 เอาไว้ร่อนก่อนโอเคตกลงตามนี้ฮะเดี๋ยวซื้อ5 เอาไว้ร่อนก่อนแล้วค่อยซื้อไซเบอร์พังโอ้ยมีแต่ทางดีๆทั้งนั้นมันก็ตามนั้นนะมันมีจะทางที่ยากนะกับทางที่ง่ายขึ้นอยู่กับว่าเราเลือกทางไหน แต่สำหรับ DLC ตัวนี้แม่งยากทุกทางเลยยี่มึงยากทุกทางไป
Faster! Kiki! Faster!
แป๊บนึงนะน้ำมันมวยกูยังอยู่ไหมแต่น้ำมันมวยเรายังใช้ได้อยู่นะน้ำมันแวมไพร์น้ำมันใส่ทุกอันกันใส่มาน้ำมันมวยละเขาช่วยก่อน
Never thought lesser vampires would heed a higher vampire's calling commands.
As a rule, they don't.
ถ้าคนแล้วเขาไม่ทำ
Dettlaff sick them on the
Let's
city.
come back.
ไปทางนี้ที่นี่เราไม่ทำกันแบบนั้นไปเร็วโอ้ยโดนฮาคิไปอุ้ยมกฟ้าฮะชิบหายลิจิช่วยกูหน่อยสิโอ้ยลิจินมันตกอยู่ปั้มเลยฉันไปช่วยเพื่อนมึงหน่อยดิให้กูเพื่อนจริงไหมเหนื่อยไหมเนี่ยเวนผมมึงหลบกูได้หมดเลยปั้มเลยลิจินมันผิวกว่ามึงอีกเนี่ยแวมไพร์ชั้นสูงจริงไหมเนี่ยแวมไพร์ชั้นสูงโอ้ตูดแน่นแล้วด้วยเอาของมาชิบหายนะแวมไพร์ชั้นสูงอะสูงจริงๆสูงกว่าไอ้เชี่ยนี่อีเวนมึงนี่ไม่ได้ช่วยกูเลยนะลิจิตเฮ้ยไม่เจอเฮ้ยอยากกินฟอน
Need to look around. They broke formation, ran.
That's it. It's Damien's blood. He was wounded.
Let's go.
นี่เดี๋ยวอันซีนเอลเดอร์นี่เดี๋ยวค่อยไปหานะผมมาทำมันอันที่มันถูกต้องส่วนอันซีนนี่ผมก็อยากรู้เหมือนกันแต่ว่าเดี๋ยวค่อยว่ากัน
Barricade put up in the street.
Pointless. That's no obstacle to a vampire.
They didn't know. I didn't get a chance to prepare them. How long are you gonna make?
อยู่ไหนเนี่ยอุ้ยเชี่ยกูต่อยผู้หญิงเลยโอ้โหสองตัวโอ้ตบกูเป็นลูกเลยเชี่ยเหนื่อยแล้วปะโอ้ยเดี๋ยวช่วยกูหน่อยสิปันแบบไม่มองเขาเรียกว่าการปันแบบไม่มองไอ้น้องโอ้ยเอาของมาของแวมไพร์นี่ส่วนใหญ่จะเป็นของดีนะฮะพวกแบบยิ่งแวมไพร์ชั้นสูงเท่าไหร่ยิ่งดีนะฮะมันเอาไว้ทำพวกชุดเกราะนะฮะจะได้ถือว่าเป็นการปั๊มของไปด้วยในตัวนะการปั๊มของไปด้วยในตัวของมา เร็วทางนี้ไอ้โดนแฮกขี้อย่างเงี้ย
Must be in the bank. Barricaded
เจ้า
Recognize the vampire in me. Apologies, Geralt. You must manage alone. I'm certain you will.
วิว44นะ
You killed it single-handedly. That harlot's brood slaughtered half my unit.
I see the harlot's brood came close to slaughtering you as well.
Need to withdraw. You and your men. Now.
My duty lies with the city.
Won't help the city by leading your men to the slaughter. Damien, conversation back at the palace, remember? I'll say it again. Your men don't stand a chance.
สิ้นหวังมากนะฮะตอนนี้หลบอยู่ในธนาคารเนี่ยสู้ไม่ได้
Men, tend to the wounded and prepare to march out.
Doing the right thing. Now listen close. Silver. That's what you want to use against vampires. Your alchemists, order them to produce as much vampire oil as they can. Churn it out in gallons. Then coat your blades with it. Keep an eye out for Alps and Bruxae. The shapely ones resemble women. There one moment, gone the next. Bombs containing silver splinters are a pretty good idea.
Thank you, Witcher. I hope you're worth the coin the Duchess pledged you. And that you'll return with the head of the wretch that did this, skewered on a hook.
ถ้ามีแผนอื่นปล่อยเป็นหน้าที่ใครเอง
Your problem's my problem now. Leave it to me. I'll solve it.
How?
All I can say just now is I'm gonna need Sienna.
You know the Duchess's decision. Sienna awaits her trial, in custody.
We know it, but we do not agree with it.
You've that luxury. I do not. I've sworn my loyalty to her grace.
ผู้คนเราจะตายแล้วแต่เจ้าเพียงเพราะคนคนเดียว
Folk are dying. Many more will, because of one.
If her grace learns I helped you, my head will roll.
And ours will follow right after it. Yet still we are prepared to take the risk. I fear we waste our time here. Come, Geralt.
Wait. When last I saw Sienna, her grace was escorting her to the palace playroom.
Playroom? As in for children? You sure?
I've served in the ducal palace for years. I know its every corner. So yes, I am damn sure.
Playroom? So what, Duchess locked Sienna up in a dollhouse?
Honestly, I've no clue. Look, I've told you what I saw. What you do with it is no concern of mine.
Got it. I'll look into it. You get back to your barracks. Retrace my steps. Path ought to be clear.
โหทีมอเวนเจอร์
And you've our gratitude. You helped us a great deal.
I helped Beauclair. At least I hope I did.
ไปห้องเด็กเล่นกันเลยไปกันเลย
Let's go, Regis.
กูไม่เดินไปอีกรอบแน่ผีเยอะขนาดนี้เฮี้ยนจัดเลยนะฮะเซฟก่อน
Playrooms beyond this.
ไปเรายังไปได้อยู่นะฮะเดี๋ยวตอน3:06นะฮะจำไว้เดี๋ยวเราจะมาเล่นไปหาเอลเดอร์สกอร์กันว่าจะฮึกูโดนคนเดียวเฮ้ยเอาเหี้ยใช่ไหมเราไม่ต้องการโกงไม่ไอ้เหี้ยนี่มันเอาบั๊กนะมึง ลงอ่ะลองฆ่าดิเซิร์โอ้เลือดไม่ลงงี้ไปดีกว่าเรา เลือดไม่ลงงี้ไปดีกว่าเราเนี่ยมันเลือดมันไม่ลงเลยเนี่ยเขาว่าไงเอาเข้าไม่ได้ด้วยเอาเหี้ยติดบั๊กอยู่ไอ้เวรนี่ยังไงเนี่ยเกมดี เกมดีมีคุณภาพเนี่ยเปิดประตู
Locked. Of course. Regis. Rather not have a fist fight with this door.
เราขาดอีกเวลเดียวนะฮะเดี๋ยวผมจะได้กระบวนท่านี้มาแล้วจริงๆถ้ารีบหน่อยก็ได้ไอ้พวกนี้มาช่างเถอะดิจิตเปิดประตูเปิดประตูดิทีนี้ก็เปิดช้าเลือกเกิน
Thanks.
At your service.
ขอบคุณครับเลิกกวนตีแล้วมึงเดินสักทีที่กูติดเนี่ย
Something inside. Silence. No one here.
อันนี้เป็นโลกของอันนี้เหรอไม่ใช่เป็นงานศิลป์เฉย
A tin knight.
สวิน
A tin knight.
ไม่อย่าไปยุ่งอันนี้สิ
Well. A key tucked behind a picture.
โอเคกุญแจทองนะฮะ
Miniature tableware. And plush toys. Wooden duck. Nice somebody broke its wings
Indeed,
off.
pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism's damaged.
กลไกมันเสีย
What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabel de Roquefort, court governess. The notes of Siana and Anna Henrietta's governess when they were little.
I'm not sure it will help, but I suppose there's no harm in leafing through them.
Siana gave me a drawing today.
Charming.
Of freshly decapitated bodies covered in blood.
Perhaps not so much.
I asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was a rendering of nightmares which have plagued her for as long as she can remember. Siana does wake up screaming nearly every night, save when she shares a bed with Henrietta. Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible dreams. Kind of horrible that made some of them go mad.
คำสาปของ The Black Sun เนี่ย
The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits future ladies. The incident devolved into fisticuffs. Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Siana gave back as good as she'd gotten. By the time I separated them, Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. She ran off to complain to her parents. His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Siana and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Henrietta did her best to have her sister's sentence commuted, but the Duke and Duchess proved unbending.
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard to shed that reputation.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. We spent half the day there. First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for a brigand and pirate.
I'm beginning to suspect Isabel de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucinogenic. Cannabis rudularis, for instance, or...
Shh, don't interrupt. I tip my cap to Master Artorius Vigo for his achievement. He has proved he has no equal in the arcane arts.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here, a specialist in illusions, which means...
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or I'll seat you in the corner. The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the land of 1,000 fables and utter out loud the incantation Expecto Ludum.
A book as the key to an illusion. My, this grows more interesting by the minute.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. I came to examine Siana. I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but his grace now seems clearly upset.
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then that she was diagnosed with the syndrome symptoms.
Or had that label planted on her. It goes on. I dared ask the Duke what would become of the girl. He did not reply. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardian today. Sienna applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. Lady Henrietta seems more gifted in this regard, yet also prone to impish behavior. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. She and Sienna laughed so hard they almost choked. Blooda is damned, or cursed. What's Cusa?
In the melodious tongue of our none-too-friendly neighbors to the south, the word describes the many-petaled flower that blooms in that place we so unmelodiously call the crotch.
โอเค เป็นเรื่อง
Realize this might sound improbable, but maybe, just maybe, Anna Henrietta tossed Sienna into that illusion.
Not impossible. She would be safe there, and isolated. We must see.
โอเค มันเป็นโลกมายานะดูเหมือนว่า
Where's that book?
จะชิบหาย ดูเหมือนว่าจะชิบหาย
Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by a lazy chambermaid.
เอาก็เผื่อมันซุกอะไรไว้ใต้พรมไง ไม่มีอะไรใต้พรมนะโอเคขนาดกุญแจซ่อนใต้รูปเลยอะไรมากมาย
Is it? Let's see.
เอาเปิดไม่ออกอ่ะเป็นโลกของนิทานพันเรื่อง
Ludum.
Expecto Ludum สวยมากเรียกว่า Expecto Patronum ไงเข้าไปเลยไอ้น้องโอ้โหRegis.
Land of a thousand fables. Incredible.
โลกแห่งนิทานพันเรื่องนะฮะมหัศจรรย์มากช่างน่าสนใจ
Let's see where this road takes me.
นิทานเรื่องอะไรจ๊ะ
Eye of Nahelenes going wild. Whole land's an illusion. It's so powerful there's no way to
ยิน
dispel
ดี
it.
ต้อนรับเด็กๆครูเข้าสู่นิทานพันเรื่องปี 1252 เรียกอย่างนาน
Whoa. That should be interesting.
เราต้องใช้ดาบอะไรแกรอน่าจะดาบเงินนะเราเดินตามอันนี้ดีกว่าตามจุดไข่ปลาไปไข่ปลาพากูเข้านี่เห็ดแล้วเนี่ยไข่ปลานี่มันเชื่อได้ไหมเนี่ยแม่งพากูเข้าเห็ดอะไรเงี้ยตักแม่งเลยไข่ปลาแม่งเชื่อไม่ได้เลยมากูสุ่มมาละอะไรอ่ะกอนวินเลดบ้านคนแคร์เหรอมึงอะตีนแดงไปไหมดูแผนที่ก็ไม่ได้โอ้ยติดเห็ดปีสุ่มแม่งละเฮ้ยเฮ้ย วันนี้โอ้ยแม่งเอาให้ตายซะ
Damn it. And this is a playground for two little girls? Something's not right.
นี่ไม่ใช่เหมาะไม่เหมาะสำหรับเด็กนะอิบอายแล้วเด็กดอกก็ดิเด็กอะไรไม่เท่าเด็กดอกหรอกเพื่อนเฮ้ยโอ้โหได้อยู่
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices.
He gobbled up my gingerbread!
อะไรอีกเนี่ย
Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross.
Then you open it.
Now, who's this? A lost traveler? You're not supposed to be here, sweetie. Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit of spice, and you'll make a tasty
ชิป
morsel.
หายแล้วฮะ
Just as soon as I catch you.
กูยังไม่ฉากเป็นเชฟกระทะรั่วตอนนี้
Come now. You cannot possibly fear a few magical plants.
แดกหน้าไม้กู ชิปหายโอ้ยเวทไฟเวทฟัน
Soup smells more vile than a rotting carcass. Careful she doesn't douse you. อุ้ยอุ้ยอุ้ยอุ้ยอุ้ย Felicitations, Witcher. It seems you've won.
สัตว์แกร่งมากนะฮะ
What the hell was that?
The Wicked Witch. Oh, you've heard of her,
วิเชอร์
haven't
ชั่ว
you?
ร้ายไง
Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
หน้ากูดำเลยหายใจโล่งขึ้น นี่จะพูดถึงอะไรถั่วเหรอถั่วอะไรถั่วอะไรอ่ะ
Breathe easy.
แจ็คผู้ฆ่ายักษ์เหรอ
Because you aren't here to play? What's that about?
Jack knows what I mean, so he'll tell me where the beans are as fast as he can. Isn't that right?
Sienna, I'm sorry, but I haven't got them.
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves, he should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs.
He had better know, because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoo! Ah, all right. So why is it you're here?
ช่วยเจ้าข้ามาตามหาชีวิตไอ้เด็กที่หายไปของข้า
Searching for my lost childhood. Wound up at Kaer Morhen as a little boy. Don't quite remember how. Never had any toys. Never played any games. What do you think? Why might I be here?
กลัวสตีแม่งเลย
It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Dettlaff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? Well, normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Dettlaff was only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies. Shake on it.
เราคนที่เดี๋ยวเราต้อง
This place. Tell me something more. It's an illusion, right?
Yes, created by Arturius Vigo. Anna, Henrietta, and I would come here to play out scenes from our favorite fables.
Which didn't seem like she was playing.
Magical entropy. Without maintenance, the spell gradually disintegrates over time. It grows wild.
Your sister chose a dangerous place for your prison.
It's deceptive. Provided I don't provoke them, the fairy tale characters don't attack me. But you don't belong here. So you had best be on your watch.
นั้นเจ้าควรจะ
Since you brought it up, the knights Dettlaff killed. What exactly did they do to you? Crespi, Dulac, Lacroix, Peyrac Peyran?
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting, but I suppose you deserve to know. When my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's borders. All did so without uttering a single word in my defense.
Like you said, they had their orders.
But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempt at escape. And Dulac had no instructions to deny me food and abuse me. I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no one's watching.
That explains a lot.
Shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged. Before bothering to hear my side. Everyone does that.
Curse of the Black Sun. That's why you were banished, right?
Twisted princesses, mutants. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Even met one of you. Renfrey of Craden.
And? Was she truly monstrous?
She was cruel, that's certain. But what caused it? The curse or what she went through? Asking myself to this day.
You killed her, didn't you?
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me out of the house.
So, what's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are two ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it hard, but not impossible to access by concealing the beans.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Jack climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle, high up in the clouds.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Stalk won't sprout from just one?
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead.
เป็นแจ็คผู้ฆ่ายักษ์เวอร์ชั่นฝรั่งนะฮะ
Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the
มัน
witch's
ก็จะเข้าใจ
house
ยาก
to
อยู่
the
หน่อย
right.
ๆนะเพราะว่ามันเป็นแจ็คผู้ฆ่ายักษ์แบบฝรั่งจริงๆนะก็คือถ้าเป็นของบ้านเราอ่ะที่เราฟังกันตั้งแต่เด็กๆนะมันจะเป็นแค่ถั่วสีเขียวโง่ๆอ่ะมันจะเป็นแค่ถั่วสีเขียวโง่ๆนะเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยนี่มันคือมันมีหลายสีนะฮะมันมีหลายสีมีสีแดงสีน้ำเงินสีเทาสีเขียวมันเต็มหมดเลย
So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Bloodshed, a massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
You needn't fret. Time flows differently in the Fable Sphere. We can stay here a week, yet outside mere minutes will have passed.
เวลาในนี้กับเวลาข้างนอกมันไม่เท่ากันนะ
Watch out! Pixies!
โอ้ยโอ้ย
Not the friendliest pixies I've met.
They were put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you.
โอเคพิกซี่มันจะออกมาโจมตีเรานะฮะเฉพาะเรานะจริงๆมันจะไม่โจมตีซอนย่า
Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one. This is no time to chat. We must find Joss. Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Care to elaborate?
ข้าคิดถึงคนละแบบกับเจ้าเลย ฉากยูนิคอร์นนี่คือคนละแบบกันเลยนะน้องเขาคิดถึงช่วง
No ropes here. None at all. This is grand. I'm alright. Not in any danger. That's him. Joss. Last, they're going to rip them in six.
ไม่มีดพังว่าเอาฟันอะไรไม่ตายเลยเฮ้ยไอ้เชี่ยดาเมจมึงอยู่ไหนเนี่ยเฮ้ยเรื่องมันไม่ลงอ่ะหมายความว่าไงวะเนี่ยโอ้ตัดหญ้าเลยขั้วหมาเขาเรียกว่าการขั้วหมาแกดับเงินดิแกดับเงินไม่เข้าง่ายเยอะเลยแกลองชักดาบหาแล้วขึ้นมาเนี่ย
Relax, it's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you. Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't, when they actually appear.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what's become of his 3 beams. I don't know anything. Not one thing. And besides, watch out. Wolves!
This'll be interesting. Right, let's get to it. Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red bean. Where wouldn't it be?
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that. Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it?
A human. The most humany human in the land of 1,000 fables. Everyone! Wolves! Run!
เป็นเหี้ยไอ้เด็กเหี้ย
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean. Maybe? Not at all? Right?
I've heard it lies about somewhere, out in the open.
Just like that? No one guarding it?
Nobody. 3 times over. Help! Wolves!
Yellow
Big
bean.
dog.
Don't know a thing about it, right?
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep. So deep, in fact, it's completely underground.
And who has it?
A bold farmhand who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Not in the slightest. Good folk! Wolf!
Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes. Understood?
ดีมากไอ้เด็กดอก
All right, we should go.
Watch out for wolves!
กูไปแล้ว ไอ้เด็กขี้อ่ะ
Tough to talk to, that one.
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, refers as the truth.
Where to now?
I'm not sure. We should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss's hints will make more sense. It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, piglets and bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course.
หมูน้อยและ
Then
หมี
Longlocks, and a little lass who sells flint.
Fine. Let's get to work.
มีหนูน้อยบวกแดงด้วยนะ
Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Stole the pea out from under the princess, who sleeps to this day, I think.
โอเค สรุปคือมันให้หาถั่วนะ แต่ประเด็นคือเราไม่รู้ว่าถั่วเนี่ยจะอยู่กับใคร นี่มีไปหาหมูน้อย3 ตัว คุยกับหญิงสาวขายหินจุดไฟ เยี่ยมเยือนหมีทั้ง3คุยกับล็อกอะไรไม่รู้เนี่ยลองอันนี้สิเอาตรงๆนะมันก็แค่อะไรใกล้ติดใกล้มือเราก็ไปหาคนนั้นกูไม่รู้ใครเข้าไปดับเงินมาชาวบ้านตาย
Master, come on. You know what? They need names. I'll call mine. Annie.
Call mine Roach.
Roach?
อะไรเหมือนวอลโรช
Are you serious? Ugh. Oh look, the Emperor of Nilfgaard. He's come out to show off his new robe.
โอเคม้าวัวชื่อโรสบ้ยไปเราต้องไปหาคุยกับหญิงขายหินจุดไฟ
Cigars! Pipes! Rolling leaves!
Contract from a goose.
กราบอะไรวะเนี่ย
Do you really aim to concern yourself with that?
A true witcher should never abandon poultry in distress.
Care for a cigarillo? A bit of tobacco? A dab of fistek?
แมวใส่หมวกยัดเข้
What tale are you from?
Sold flints when I was a lass. But no one bought them, so I branched out. Now I deal in snuffs, puffs, all sorts of fun things.
ยาสูบยาเป่าทุกอย่างที่น่าสนุกไอ้เหี้ยอยู่นึ
Magic beans. Do you have any?
If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no. But maybe you'd like some.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes? Finders keepers, sweetheart.
ไอ้เหี้ยอันนี้คือนิทานเรื่องอะไรนะหนูน้อยขายไม่ขีดไฟอะไรสักอย่างนะฮะคือมึงปากเงี้ยเพราะเงี้ยมันถึงไม่มีใครซื้อไม่ขีดไฟ
The ribbon. Mind explaining what the fuss is about?
There's not much to explain. I got it from a Turius Vigo when I was a child. It was to protect me from evil. It clearly didn't work, given how I ended up.
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? I have so few mementos from my childhood, and the ribbon reminds me of the good old days, when I was someone else.
Dears, could you continue this touching scene elsewhere, You're scaring away my customers.
มึงไม่มีใครมาซื้อหรอกไอ้เหี้ยมันมีแต่แมวเนี่ย
Give Sienna the ribbon. Why not, huh?
Sugar plum. The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit. To get them to come back for a second, of course. For all else, you've got to pay.
What if I asked you nicely?
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A round of cards?
กูไม่เล่นไพ่เฮ้ยมีของขายด้วย
What have you got to sell exactly?
Like I said.
มันขายยาสูบอะดีขี้เท่ากระดูกขนมอ๋อมันขายพวกขนมด้วยนะเส้นใยทองคำลาพันเซลเลยไม่แน่ใจจะมีเป็นลาพันเซลไหมมึงเอาไป500เลยเด็กขี้
It's enough.
It's enough. Now go away.
เอาไป500ไปเด็กขี้อะไร
All right. Tell me.
What?
What you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
บรรยากาศจะดีกว่านี้ถ้าไม่มีกวางเดินตามคราวหน้าก็เป็นคนดีนะอย่าเป็นเด็กเหี้ยนี่คุยอะไรอ่ะกราบน่าสนใจดีฮะมาโรสเวอร์ชันยูนิคอร์นไปกันลูก
This long logs tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than I remembered.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold farmhand somewhere deep beneath the ground. I'd always grapple up her braid in the past, but I don't see it anywhere.
We'll find another way up.
ทุกอย่างในนี้ใช้ดาบเงินหมดนะฮะ
A feather. Broken. It was a fight.
มันคือนิทานเรื่องอะไรอ่ะก็ว่าไม่ได้ชักดาบเงินไว้
A feather. Broken. It was a fight. Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its wings.
Watch out!
When it just get plucked.
Oi!
I shall butcher you.
ดาบกูเจ๊งหมดอุปกรณ์ซ่อมผมเอามาน้อยมากนะฮะคือมันหนักมากไงเลยแบ่งครึ่งไปละ
Hey, there, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
เซฟก่อน
Defend the goose. The golden axe will be out.
Show me what you got.
You mean?
ไอ้คุณแค่ไอ้คุณฆ่า
But why keep her in a cage? Eggs from free range birds are so much better.
Here
Oh
it
well.
is. Got it.
Where's the key?
โอ้ยไฟไฟมันไหม้ตัวเราเป็ดเจ้าเป็ด มันเป็นเป็ด
Good thing you posted that notice. Never would have found you otherwise.
อะไรเนี่ยโอ้มันให้ไข่ทอง
Oh look, she laid a golden egg for you.
If only all my employers were that generous. Would have preferred a magic bean, but not about to complain.
โอ้มันคือไข่ทองคำนะ
Did you really travel all the way here for a contract?
Nature of the job.
I don't believe it. You must have had enough.
โอเคเยี่ยมเยือนบ้านของคุณยายใช่ไหมแค่กูจะรู้ได้ไงว่าไหนเป็นคุยไม่อ่านเลยกัน
Well, spent a few idyllic months in Belclare some time past. Part of me wanted to come back, I think.
Yes. Visit Toussaint once and you'll always long to return.
เจโรถเจอยู่ไหนติดอยู่นี่ว่ายายนี่ไม่น่าจะใช่ยายธรรมดากูชักดาบเงินเลยยายทำอะไร
Hello? Can we talk?
Swamboch, my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard. Oh, Sienna, a bloody long time it's been. You've changed.
Whereas you, not at all. Big bad wolf.
Big bad
Though
wolf.
it seems you've started running with the wrong crowd.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table. But, what brings you?
มาถึงพวกเราสิ
You could always have a drink with us.
Oh, what now? Not on your life. I can barely stand, I'm so hungover.
คุณยายเมาค้าง
You know what they say about the hair of the dog?
Out of the question. And why must you drink? Do you wish to drown some sorrow? And I don't mean to pry, but you don't look much like a young duchess to me.
They stripped me of my title and birthright, then banished me. A family spat, let's say.
Listen, looking for magic beans. Seen any?
I was given one for safekeeping, but...
Where is it? Talk!
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And resort to other means of persuasion.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist to restage a fairy tale. If you want to play at it, I'll be happy to oblige. But it won't be easy. The thing is, Little Red Riding Hoods popped her clogs.
What?
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp for all her loving labor. Now what's at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you, not about beans, nor anything else. So leave me be. Sod off.
เอ้าหนูน้อยหมวกแดงแม่งฆ่าตัวตายฮะ
So, what now?
Don't worry.
หนูน้อยหมวกแดงฆ่าตัวตาย
No, rather play him.
นี่เลย
I
เนี่ย
just need that little red hood. A piece of apparel, that is. Not the poor girl's corpse.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance. Jump in the well and fish it out. Well, chop chop.
หนูน้อยหมวกแดงแม่งฆ่าตัวตายไปแล้วอี
All right. Time to jump in the well.
Break a leg.
หนูน้อยหมวกแดงฆ่าตัวตายนายพาไม่ตายตาม อะไรครับนี่อะไรกันครับเนี่ยโอ้โหหนูน้อยหมวกแดงคือหนูน้อยหมวกแดงกับนายพรานเนี่ยเบื่อที่จะต้องมาหลอกหมาป่าว่าเฮ้ยนี่คุณยายจริงหรือเปล่าทำไมคุณยายมือใหญ่จังเลยอะไร คือหนูน้อยหมวกแดงเวอร์ชันนี้เขาเบื่อแล้วเนี่ยก็เลย โดดบ่อน้ำตายแม่งบูแล้วกวางเฮีย
Any luck?
Yep, look what I got.
That would never fit you. Give it to me. How do I look?
โอ้โหมาเลยจ้ะหน้าขยมมากไม่เลวเลย
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad wolf.
Let me guess. You'll play the granddaughter.
Mm-hmm. And you, the hunter.
นายพรานกับหนูน้อยหมวกแดงแม่งเบื่อเฮียกระโดดบ่อน้ำตาย
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if little Red Riding Hood is not with you.
Not a problem. Sienna can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
โอ้โหเสียงดีซะด้วย
Better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you with, my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
โอ้ยทำไมกูโดนก่อนไม่ได้
Not bad.
กูควงละโอ้ยจ้าโอ้ยเฮ้ย
Remember what Joss said about the red bean. A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta open his belly. Bottle caps, fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
ถั่วสีแดง
Well then, one step closer to our goal.
อะไรอีกัน
What?
Now, I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
เอาสิแล้วมา เจ้ามันน่าสนใจมากกว่าที่ใครคิดนะ
Well, since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. They'd escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes, and the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me, or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly. Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Should have stayed there, maybe.
Perhaps. Perhaps I should have forgotten everything, started a new life. But you know what? There came a point when I thought, you wanted a monster. Then a monster you shall get.
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me.
Right. We've had our chat. Come.
ลืมอะไรมึงโดนเอาไปปล่อยป่าเขาต้องคิดว่ามึงตายสิ อันนี้จะโทษน้องอย่างเดียวไม่ได้นะฮะคืออุ้ยเอ้าเขาได้เหรอคือต้องเข้าใจด้วยว่ามันนานมากแล้วนะฮะมันนานมากนะฮะคือน้องมึงต้องคิดว่ามึงอ่ะตายแน่นอนอยู่แล้วมึงโดนเอาไปปล่อยป่าอะไรก็ไม่รู้มันจะไปเหลืออะไรอ่ะเอาไปปล่อยป่าเลยนะฮะแล้วคือวิเชอร์นี่มันขึ้นชื่อเรื่องปล่อยป่าอยู่นะคือเฮียสัตว์4ตัวเรียงกันนี่คือนิทานเรื่องเฮียเลย
The musicians of
นักดนตรี
Huh. You've some link to the town as well, don't you?
เขาหายไปแล้ว
But my tale's not much like this one.
กาจะไปถ่ายรูปด้วยนะ
And they call me cruel.
กาจะขึ้นไปถ่ายรูปด้วยผมว่าผมจะไปนิทานลาพันเซลก่อนเดี๋ยวใครมานอนเมื่อยอยู่ตรงนี้กอดทองด้วยขอบใจเพื่อนกูรอข้ามอัศวินแล้วใครเนี่ยชุดเกราะมันทองทั้งตัวเลยนี่มั้ยมันดีกว่าเราอย่างนี้พี่เลยไปเอาใส่ทั้งเซตดิโอ้โหหล่อเข้มใส่ชุดเราดีแล้วชุดมันจริงๆดีกว่านะแต่ว่าสรรพคุณมันสู้ของเราไม่ค่อยได้นะสรรพคุณดีกว่าของเราเป็นระดับ Grand Master แต่เสื้อของมันนี่บวกเลือดเลยนะฮะแต่ของเรานี่คือมันมีสรรพคุณดีกว่านะฮะ
Night's strange. Doesn't look like he's out of any fairy tale I know. Wonder how he got here.
สงสัยว่านี่ที่ไหนแต่คนเล่าของกูอยู่ไหนเนี่ย
In past times, Honoretta and I would occasionally run into them here. You see, knights errant far out princesses in the real world. So some knights would sneak into the playroom, then into this land, in search of their fairy tale damsels. That's all.
Only to be shredded to bits by a swarm of pixies. Irony's delicious.
ชอบประชันด้วยเสียงหัวเราะโอเคหอคอยไม่รู้ว่านิทานเรื่องอะไรเนี่ยน่าจะลาพันเซลอะไร
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
โอ้โหโอเค
Prince's corpse.
ศพเป็นคนเจ้าชายเคยพยายามช่วยลองล็อกให้เป็นอิสระอันนี้น่าจะเป็นลาพันเซลก็คือเป็นลาพันเซลเวอร์ชั่นเจ้าชายปีนไม่ถึงหอคอยเงี้ยตกมาตายโอ้โหมันโคตรตลกร้ายเลยนะทุกอย่างใช้ดาบเงินหมดนะฮะทุกอย่างในนี้ใช้ดาบเงินหมดนะผมว่าเราใช้ดาบเหล็กอันใหม่ดีกว่าอุ้ยนี่มันดาบสายเวทเลยนี่หว่าแต่ของระดับแกรนด์มาสต้องใส่4 ชิ้นขึ้นไป3 ชิ้นขึ้นไปนะฮะถ้างั้นเราใส่เสื้อผ้าเดิมแต่ว่าเปลี่ยนดาบนี่มันเป็นดาบแบบเวทนะฮะดาบสายเวทนะโอ้แต่เรียบร้อยมันดีกว่าของกูนะแต่ถ้าถามว่าที่นี่สวยไหมสวยมากเลยสวยมากเนี่ย โอ้ยขอตายด้วยผมตัวเองนะฮะหัวเหลือง
There it is. Would have stunk to climb all that way for nothing.
อันนี้คือลาพันเซลเวอร์ชั่นเจ้าชายมาไม่ถึงลาพันเซลเวอร์ชั่นเจ้าชายมาไม่ถึงนะเฮ้ย
So?
Got the bean, but long logs. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Detlef was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
To use him. Was that your plan from the start?
No. At first, I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Metina, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know. We were hashing out the terms when in walked Detlef. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. That caught my eye. I followed him out, observed him from a distance. But he caught on quickly.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten me. Alas, he didn't in the least. After all, I'm a monster too, am I not?
What happened then?
We talked, then met up once, twice, 3 times. Enough that he became infatuated. I truly enjoyed it at first, but only at first. He did not love like a man, but like an animal, madly, deeply, unconditionally, wildly. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed, let alone someone as twisted as I am.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just be friends, or I don't deserve you. He'd never have understood that sort of thing. But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him and concluded he could still be of use.
Playing with fire, that.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
Got a history with Detlef now, so this meeting will be different. Not afraid?
I can handle him.
Mm-hmm. Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. I know what he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sod off to this fecking fable sphere.
คิดว่าจะรับมือกับแวมไพร์ขี้โมโหได้ถ้ารับมือได้จะมาอยู่กันอย่างนี้ไหมเจ้าชายมากมายมองอยู่นี่ลาเป็นเซลเบื่อที่จะรอเจ้าชายเจ้าชายแม่งมาช้าไงยังไม่โดดผูกคอตายแม่งไปบ้านลูกหมู3 ตัว พวกหมูเหี้ย4 โมงแล้ววะโอเคมัน4 โมงแล้วอ่ะผมต้องหยุดแล้วอ่ะโอเคงั้นก็น่าจะพอที่นี้ก่อนนะถึงแม้จะต้องจับใจนะแต่ว่าเวลาหมดก็คือหมดนะต้องหยุดละ4 โมงนะโอเคก็ไว้เจอกัน
Slow it down.